The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
It's familiar, but not too familiar, but not too not familiar. It's a new craze. Hey, good girls, do you wanna just say, hey, I wanna? Just say, hey, I wanna.
Good morning, America. Happy birthday.
You did it, America. Good work.
You stayed
It's your
off.
240th anniversary of being a thing.
Your inevitable decline is... Well, I think it's still pretty much on the way. Like, you're still on it, but it hasn't... The ride hasn't come to a stop yet.
Well, we've had a good run, though.
We had a good run, America.
So eat a hot dog and watch our country slowly pass away.
Go
I watched this
2.7
movie.
seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu, America.
I watched
wrapping it up.
I watched this movie about the collapse of America yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And it was called Zookeeper.
Oh, yeah?
It's all about how we're just done. We're all just done here.
This is My Brother Meets, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I am your middleest brother, Travis McElroy.
I'm your precious moments baby doll, Griffin McElroy.
Sweet little porcelain baby. All right, my sweet little porcelain angels. Today we're going to take questions from our readers, and we're going to give them advice about them. What do you think about that?
I hate it.
Yeah, let's change it up.
It's just like Dear Abby.
Mm-hmm.
Is she still alive? I hope she's still alive.
Can we... I would like to rename her column and just call it, Hey, Abby.
Zup, bitch. This is why I call him Zup, bitch. People email me and they're like, what's up with this, bitch? I'm like, I don't know, whore.
Bitch, my shit is fucked. Fix it.
Hey, Abby, you bitch. My shit is so fucked.
My shit is fucked to 4 miles. Fix me.
Open up that stupid burp machine you call mouth, you whore, and just give me some fucking advice.
We take a weird turn right off the top
like
here.
a weird anti-Dear Abby turn. I don't know if I should have said...
Possibly an anti-women turn altogether.
Was it an anti-women turn?
I don't know. Let's ask half our audience. Oops, they're gone. They already left.
Click. It's off. So let's get right into the questions. Hey, I had sex for the first time.
Yay!
Hey, yay! How was it? Tell me everything.
Do tell.
Tell your buddy Mike Love. Tell him everything. Hey, how would my girlfriend feel if I told her this? She knew going into this relationship I was inexperienced, but I don't think she knew the extent. I'll take my answer off the air. Sexed in Salt Lake. Hey, bro. She knows.
I bet she knows.
She knows, buddy. She knows.
What? But you were a fantastic lover.
You are a wonderful lover. It is glaringly obvious that was your first time making love to a female.
The fact that you stood back going, where to start?
Yeah.
Let's see. There's a good chance that you yelled, I'm doing it! I'm doing it! And if that is the case, then the cat is out of the bag.
Well, the crying.
Dreams do come true.
The crying, I think, was a big tip-off.
Yes.
Did you go, ooh? Because that was my jam the first time.
Oh, yeah?
Who knows what's going on in there? Yeah. Ooh, yucky!
Yeah. It's upsetting.
Sorry, Jesus.
I'm
Sorry,
saying-
Jesus, don't look! This is happening, don't look!
Don't look, Jesus, I can't help myself. That's why people use sheets. I think, I mean, if you were gonna tell her, you needed to tell her before. Personally,
You
I don't think you
missed
can.
the boat.
I don't think you can spring that on him. Plus, why didn't you, girls love to take guys' virginity? You should have told her. She would have really enjoyed that.
Wait, really?
They love it. They can't get it.
Yeah. They collect them on, like, necklaces. And, like,
No,
guys, virginity.
That's untrue.
How many virginities do you have?
Oh, they
I
collect
have
them like
6.
silly bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you actually, that's what they make scrunchies out of. Out of guy's virginity. Yeah, that's what scrunchie is. It's made of a man's virginity.
I think that you can't tell her anymore. I think that you have to keep this lie forever.
I think you can tell her if you start off with, "Oh, by the way, funny story."
Hey, I was thinking about it, and I don't think I've had sex before this.
I checked my diary, and it turns out
I thought I did. I thought I had sex at Lollapalooza last year, but I didn't. I just saw the Neville Brothers in concert.
Wait, here's a really important question. How old are you?
Uh-oh. Wait, because there's a window where this question isn't creepy, right?
Yeah.
That window is
Yeah.
that
Like
window is
15 to 18.
What?
What?
Yeah, like 15 to 18.
If bad news, everybody. According to Travis,
According
if
to
you
Travis.
haven't burned down by 18, you're a mutant. You're
You're
some
a
kind of
bad-
monster.
That's good, Trav. That's a really positive message to send to America's youth.
No. All I'm saying is that if by 18, like, I think that at that point you can get away with saying it after. I think after 18 in college, you need to say it up front and before.
Why is it any of her
I
business?
don't understand a thing you're saying.
Yeah,
with your
well,
mouth.
your
I don't
logic
understand
is
any of the
not.
words.
I think this is one of the situations where you're just saying things and even you don't believe them. Is that where we've wandered into?
Yeah, more or less.
All of the best advice is birthed from that place of disingenuousness.
Travis sometimes will just decide, I know the words I'd like to say right now.
Well, once you get halfway through that sentence, you can't do a U-turn. You got to follow that road.
I think
Yeah, sure.
maybe sometimes you're hoping there's a joke there, but instead you just say something that's wrong and you just let it lie out there.
Yep. They
Yeah.
can't all be winners.
Hey, listen, people. It's a free show, okay? Free podcast.
I think that you can say it. I think you can safely say it afterwards, but it has to be immediately. Like, I think you probably. It has to be immediately post coitus. Like, so that was sex, huh? That was it? That's it? I've
Dubs.
been waiting all this time for that?
I think you could tell her, and I think it'll be okay. But if not, then, maybe you weren't meant to be with her.
Why don't you look her dead in the eye and say, "Hey, Tracy, I just want you to know, you're the best I ever had," and then
Ooh,
wink at
yeah.
her, and she can read into that however you want. If she gets it from that, God bless her. If she doesn't, you try to tell her in your way, in your own way. Hey,
In your
I think-
shady, sneaky way.
in your shady, sneaky, virginic way.
Your way is terrible.
She probably would have been more forgiving if you told her beforehand, but now the damage is done.
Maybe she'll be relieved. Maybe she'll be like, oh, God, okay, because it was terrible.
If you think you're about to have sex with
Yeah.
her again, I want you to look at her in the eye and say, "I want you to know I've never had sex." And then she'll be like, "Well, wait a minute." And you'll say, "Wait, that was sex? That was it? I need to go. I'm hungry." I've been talking to this guy for a while, and it seemed like we were hitting it off. I got sick of waiting for him to make a move, so I just asked about myself. I've never asked a guy out before, and as such, have never been responsible for first date plans. So far, the plan consists of doing something. Also, Also, I feel like since I did the asking, I should be paying for the date, but because that's what classy broads do. I'm kind of broke. What's a cheap first date idea that won't make me seem completely lame?
How do you like it?
Take his virginity. Really, really. Do you live in Salt Lake?
It's free and he'll have a great time.
What about museums? People like those, right?
You gotta pay, though.
Gotta pay? Some you
Yeah,
don't.
for most of them. No, it depends. If you want to go to a good museum with all the best art, you gotta drop some Skrilla.
Oh, art. No art. I was saying science museum. Go to COSI.
Ooh.
We got friends there.
Yeah.
We're connected at COSI. Take him to the science museum.
Check out that
Yeah.
Cracker Jacks display.
Oh my God, there's so many different Cracker Jacks there.
Make a music video. Ride a bike backwards over a tightrope. You-
There's rat basketball and everything.
You want to learn about chemistry? They got you. Man,
I do believe
COSI.
COSI costs money, though. I'll have
Yeah,
to check,
that is-
but I'm
you
pretty
do have
sure
to-
that they need money to pay the rats, first of all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Especially
So we don't get the lockout.
Yeah, especially
Yeah,
LeBron.
exactly.
The one rap named LeBron. He got a really
Picnic.
swing head after that. Picnic. We've
I think a picnic's
advised
a great
before.
idea.
No, I think the problem is, I think first date, it's a little too intense to go for a picnic.
I just think this time
Oh,
of
you
year
think?
you don't want to do it. People say, "How was your first date?" And you say, "Well, it was muggy."
Yeah,
Very sweaty.
you can't control like the. What if it rains and then it's like, well, I guess our date is canceled. You know,
I guess our love is canceled.
Yeah, that was our shot, I guess.
What happens if, and by if I mean when, a bear attacks you and takes your stuff?
I think you need to spend
takes your
the-
picnic basket and your wallet.
Yeah,
Bears are mean motherfuckers.
they will rip you off. Maybe you should just ask him why he. I don't think this guy's worth your time. I think you need. Why did he ask
Whoa.
you out? Yeah, forget this guy. Yeah,
he's just in it for a free meal.
Hey, no. Maybe he's
shy.
shy.
Maybe he's shy.
Well, but that gets
I think
tricky
he's a
because
shy
if he's shy, the best first dates are the one where you get to know each other and you go and talk and like can actually hang out.
Absolutely.
I don't think movies are good first dates because you just sit there in the
No,
dark
fuck
not
no.
talking. But if he's shy, it's going to make the whole thing trickier. Because you're going to have to do something that kind of draws him out of his shell.
No.
Take him someplace he's
Because you can be functionally shy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can be functionally shy, but that doesn't mean that you're socially shy, right? Like I'm functionally shy.
Oh, I
I'm
see what you're
terrible.
saying.
I'm terrible at getting people together to do shit. But once I'm at the shit, like I can be sociable. I think there's two different kinds of charisma there.
I
and he
think
may
it's-
have the important one.
I'll tell you what I think is good. I think going to the mall is good. Because if you go to the
Why is
mall
that?
you go with like a purpose, right? Like I need to get a belt. So let's go to the mall
Yeah.
together. The mall is very good because A, lots of stuff to talk about. B,
Yeah.
you could transition pretty well. Like if things are going well and you want the day to keep going, you can sort of transition it into dinner at the mall.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? Or if it's like...
And there's always a movie theater around the mall, so you can go
Always a
after you talk and hang out and everything.
Right. Yeah. If you want to continue things, there's a lot of options there. You get to go to the mall, which is always fun. I think.
You gotta know her position on pretzels. What's she working with? Is she an Auntie Anne's lady? Is she
Pretzel time.
Twisty McGee's? Is she down with Twisty McGee's? Because if not, she gotta kick her right to the curb.
Did she like my dark twisted pretzel fantasy? I have to know. I have to know.
You might think you've peeped these pretzels.
no one
These
man.
real pretzels are far too tasty.
No one man should have all these pretzel dogs. I'm full. I'm extremely full.
Can we get much fresher? So fresh, so salty.
So yeah, that's I think the mall. That's my official recommendation. Don't cost nothing.
If your first dinner date takes place at the Chick-fil-A at the mall, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna hurt you somehow.
Well, the bonus of the mall is if you walk in and he's like, but first I gotta hit up Hot Topic, then you know instantly to get out of that date and go home.
Why? They got
Because
good
that-
shirts. They have good
I like
shirts and all finger rings there. Like the
But
rings
that's
that
his
take the
first
entire
priority.
finger.
Gotta go to Hot Topic.
Wait,
Well, you
there's
want to
a-
get the first batch of all finger rings and steampunk goggles. You
What if
got to
they-
get the first batch because they're the best batch.
They might say something. What if he says something like, "I'm just going to dip into Hollister real quick. Like I'm gonna, you go ahead in there. I'm going to go to the car, and I'll be waiting for
What's
you
wrong
at
with
my house."
Hollister has good beach sweaters, so I don't know what you're complaining about.
You're
What if
really,
he just wants to duck into Claire's?
Claire's has good
Come
lady accessories. I don't know what Claire's does.
lady accessories like diaphragms?
Whoa,
What are you talking
that's
about?
gross.
That is gross. Griffin, why don't you give us a palate cleansing
Let's get
Yahoo
the
Answers
taste. Let's
question?
get the taste of that last question out of our mouth. This one was sent in by Johnny Wags. Thanks, Johnny Wags. It's by Yahoo Answers user Mary Martin, who asks, "My 17-year-old son wets his pants when he laughs too hard. Should he wear a diaper to Carrot Top's show?"
You really turned around right there at the end.
Carrot Top is my son's favorite comedian. He's 17 and loves to laugh and dreams of being a comedian. The problem is that once he starts laughing, he can't stop and he often loses bladder control. He wants to wear a disposable diaper to the Carrot Top show. I think it's okay, but my husband thinks that if he can't control his bladder, that he shouldn't go to the show at all. Who's right?
Not
This is a disease that affects. This is a disease that affects a surprising amount
Carrot
of the
Top?
population. finding Carrot Top funny. Yes, it's
Debilitating.
so many people. It's terminal in most cases too, because you just chuckle yourself to death at his goofs and his props.
I think you should have, if you laugh so hard at Carrot Top that you pee, I think you should have pee pants forever and wear that shit. I don't think you should ever be able
With
to
a
take them
shirt
off.
that announces why. I wear pee pants because I think Carrot Top is funny.
This is my futuristic chastity belt. Like, no one touch me, please.
I mean, it's incontinence sucks. Like, it sucks to be that young and have this problem. But if you can say the words in your life and have it be true, I laughed so hard at Carrot Top that I evacuated my pee-pee.
Into my adult diaper.
Then you're done. Like, you're done. You don't have anything else left that you can do. You're done.
That'd be a fun checkout at the grocery store. No, yeah, I'm going to see Carrot Top. Gotta pad up before the C-Top show because I'm afraid that I will urinate in my pants.
What if Carrot Top does some hilarious adult diapers goofs?
Oh,
Anybody in
that'd
the
be
house
so
want an adult
awkward.
diaper tonight? Anybody? Raise that show hand.
What if you meet him after the show and you're like, "Hey Scott, listen, your joke up there about the diapers, it really hit home at a very personal place for me because I love your work. I don't know if you noticed, I laughed so hard, Scott, that I made pee in my pants because of the jokes that you were laying down up there."
And when you poured those frozen peas in your pants and you said, I just peed my pants, it made me cry a little bit. And then I
hurt
peed
me.
a little bit.
Is Scott Carrot Top's name?
Yeah.
Do you think people... I was thinking about this just now. Do you think when you're backstage, you're the stage manager of the Carrot Top show, do you say, like, 5 minutes, Carrot Top? Can you imagine that?
Mr. Top?
Mr.
Mr.
Top?
Top? Just 5 minutes.
Just 5 minutes, sir. Till you fucking unleash your comedy rodeo yet again.
That's a good question.
Like,
What do you call
can't-
Gallagher?
You call him Gallagher?
Oh, is that his name?
Oh, wait. You call him Mr. Gallagher?
You call him a racist, right? You call him a bigot.
Uh-huh.
Hey, bigot! Tell me your racist show.
What do you call
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Carrot Top's really in a league of his own.
Did you? His bit role in A League of Their Own is really good. That's one of the rare moments when he plays plucky
John Lovitz.
plucky outfielder Denise Williams, and she looks kind of like the Wendy's girl, and she's actually played by Carrot Top. Mm-hmm. It's one of his
You know who I
better
love
moments.
in this
Carrot Top.
in this scenario is the dad who's like my son has a problem and it's serious and it's going to affect him for his entire life. But you know what, Stein? If you can't get your shit right, then you don't get to go to the Carrot Top show. I think that this dad is the only one with a fucking level head on his shoulders because he's the only one on team Let's Not Go See Scott do jokes on a stage about his props.
He's looking for any excuse not to go. maybe this kid hates Carrot Top. This is the only way he could think of to get out of going to the show. Like, yeah, I'll go, but I'm going to wear
That's
an
it.
adult diaper.
I feel like 17-year-old son is gonna fucking hate his dad. Fuck you, Dad! I just want to go see Carrot Top. Fuck you! But when that kid's like 30, he's gonna be like, yeah, one time my dad showed me some tough love, but he kept me from going to see Carrot Top. And
He saved
so,
my
like,
life that night.
I think
Saved
we're gonna
my
get
life.
back together and work out our differences.
By the
Love you,
way,
Dad.
I really enjoyed Zookeeper 3. You don't have any adult diapers on hand, do you? I've pretty much ruined mine. It's like a wad of toilet paper you dropped in a sink in here. It's just really swimmy in
This
my
kid-
drawers.
This kid watched Chairman of the Board, and he peed the entire theater.
Excuse me, I wet your theater.
I wet everything. Everything is moist. Damn you, Carrot Top, and your props. You goofy props.
You prince of props.
That poor dad. Can you imagine? What? We should look out for a Yahoo answer where someone asks if they can simultaneously divorce their wife and their son to save on the lawyer's fees.
Hey, Steve, how's your kid? Oh, yeah, he's good. Is he still doing that thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
But only to Carrot Top now. He's like a canary that they send into theaters to tell if there's Carrot Top movies in them.
When you go in,
I can't. It's too dangerous. Carrot Top movies naturally produce methane gas, which kills everybody in the audience.
You know who produced methane gas? Carrot Top's hit character, Dr. Fart. Did you see that movie that he did, Dr. Fart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got one of those party whistles like on the back of his pants, so that every time he does break wind, it blows out and it makes a honk sound. Oh fuck! I peed my pants. Just talking about it. Oh no.
The sort of Himmler-inspired character, Hair Freshener, that was played by Jeff Conway was actually his last screen role. A lot of people don't know that.
That's because it's very sad.
You see, Hair Freshener. See, I regularly get into an argument with a friend of mine about a habit of mentioning the reviews of a movie before I see them. Example being, I read a review, or I don't think that got very good reviews. He argues that some should see movies themselves before they pass judgment. Who is right, Bim Bam?
I do the same thing.
That's the whole point of reviews, right?
I'm such a busy fucking guy. I can't afford to go see a movie that I think is going to be a jam, and then it ends up to be a clunker.
What I do is that there are some movies where I'm like, listen, no matter what kind of reviews this gets, I'm going to go see it because I love the franchise, or I love the actor, or I love whatever. But the majority of movies, I'm going to check first and be like, oh, this is getting like a 10%. I ain't going to see that movie.
Yeah.
And then you just wait for it to come out on DVD or Netflix.
Even then,
I'll watch anything on Netflix. I'll watch some bullshit on Netflix. But going to the theater, you can't go to a theater and spend less than $35. Like, you can't.
Gotta find a babysitter for the kids. You gotta get an adult diaper because you're seeing a Carrot Top movie. You gotta get popcorn, soda, an extra large soda because fuck it. Doesn't matter.
Have you guys noticed how big these movie theater sodas are?
I think that's what. As someone who writes reviews professionally, I think reviews are grand. I think you should always read reviews.
To be fair, though, I think the difference there is, I mean, yes, movies have gotten expensive and everything, but it's still not $50. Like, you're still not doing that big of an investment. There are some movies that I think you just need to risk it and go see.
Anything less than 50 goddamn American dollars that's not even money.
I'm saying that if it is a movie that I watch the previews for and I want to go see, like, there is no amount of bad reviews that's going to change my mind on that. Now, there are some.
I can't fight that feeling where I see a bad movie and I know that there were better movies in the theater. Like, for reasons that I won't go into here, I saw Bad Teacher a couple weeks ago.
Why?
Yeah. Do you know how that felt?
Are you sad?
It was sad because I knew that there were, like, better movies playing. Like, you know how sad that made me? Like, wicked sad.
Yeah, but I always think about the fact that, like, I want to go see Horrible Bosses, but everything is telling me not to. And so maybe I'll find it really, really funny. But
you do like some really bad things, though, Trav.
I do love bad shit. That's the thing is, like, I've learned from Netflix that I love terrible, terrible movies.
And Travis doesn't like them in a fun way that normal people like them. Like, Travis bumped that what's that movie where the guy does kung fu?
Oh, are you talking about Kung Pao?
Yeah, Kung Pao. Man, you guys bumped that one. You wore that dividend out.
I still own 2 copies of that.
Yeah, you can't get enough, right?
No, I love that movie.
I share Travis's Netflix account. I have it hooked up to my PS3 so I can use his account to watch movies, and the recommendations that pop up are probably my favorite thing, like, on the planet. Like, here's more movies like Earth Girls Are Easy. Like, thanks, dude. Thanks, Netflix.
To be fair, the funny thing is I love really terrible 80s movies, and Griffin loves horror movies, so the recommendations that they come up with is some of the most twisted shit I've ever seen.
It usually just gives up. It's like, fuck it, you get Kangaroo Jack. Watch it.
I hate you guys. You broke my computer brain.
I love those recommendations, though, because it's like, here's some movies like Earth Girls Are Easy. Cocoon. Well,
Not really.
I'm not actually sure that's 2001: A Space Odyssey. Netflix, just because it has space in it, that's not. There's 2 different things.
And also, to be fair, real quick, while we're talking to Netflix, I've noticed Netflix that sometimes they'll say shit like, recommendations. If you liked Earth Girls Are Easy, check out Earth Girls Are Easy. That's some weak ass shit, Netflix.
Netflix, are you sure that I'll like that? Dumb, lazy bitch. Oh, that reminds me. Have you seen Earth Girls Are Easy? I have, Netflix. You know I have.
We've talked about this.
Netflix, I watched it on you. I used you to watch it.
You know that. You know this truth.
Can we go see Earth Girls Are Easy? We can't, because we just did. Seconds ago.
I got a theatrical cut. That's the same one. I watched that one with you. You loved it. Remember you
this
laughed
one
so
has
much?
even more Jeff Goldblum sex scenes. And he's furry in them. I know how much you like that. Oh, you like furry Jeff Goldblum sex movies? Here's Earth Girls Are Easy.
Perfect. Hey, have you seen Das Boot? Let me start it up. What the fuck? This is Earth Girls Are Easy again. You just changed the picture. You changed the box art. Actually, now that I've examined it here, I can see where you've just hastily scribbled Das Boot in crayon over the Earth Girls Are Easy box and just darkened everything so it looks like it's in a submarine.
I was trying to watch The Pianist, but I see that you went ahead and you just loaded up Earth Girls Are Easy.
By the way, if someone makes an Earth Girls Are Easy sequel in a submarine, like I would be Earth Girls Are Easy, and oh my god, there's so much water. That would be Earth Girls Are Easy and Deeply Submerged. Like I would watch that. I would watch that movie. I think. Who would be the aliens? Like before it was Damon Wayans, Jeff Goldblum, and Jim Carrey. Who would be like?
Oh Christ, that's such a power pack. That's like the.
I mean, you gotta
That's
assume.
like the new Hollywood Rat Pack, right?
You gotta
there. Like,
assume
I don't know.
Dax Shepard weasels his way in there, right? Like he's
Who's that funny fat kid from Superbad?
Gotta get 2 scoops of Dax.
gotta get Dax up in there. I think Jonah Hill's too big now.
Jonah, oh, he wouldn't fit in the submarine.
You idiot! Asshole. I think Dax Shepard. I think the DL Hughley could use a job. I need one more.
And Jim Carrey.
And Jim Carrey. This summer, Jim Carrey, Dax Shepard, and DL Hughley learn that Earth girls are easy and also underwater pretty deeply.
They learn how to steer submarines and also how to please a woman.
Bring a backup diaper. Because who's that driving the submarine? It's Carrot Top. God, this is a good movie. When is this coming out? I really do want to see it.
I'll wait and read the reviews.
Somehow the moment the ideas of Earth Girls Are Easy sequel and Dax Shepard entered my head, I knew that it was too terrifying a reality that it would not come to pass.
Yeah.
It's just too horrifying to joke about. Griffin,
Yeah, I got you.
give me.
This one was sent in by Adam Cole. Thank you, Adam Cole. It's by Yahoo Answers user randomdude1003 who asks, is my little brother normal? I'm trying to be the person to explain to him any questions about puberty, but he doesn't want to know how to masturbate. Is that weird?
Oh no!
Just come over here, little bubby. Sit down. Sit
Bubby.
down.
Why
Have a
don't you
seat.
want to know this? This is like the best, this is like the most important thing.
Bubby,
It's like puberty 101.
you gotta know this one thing, or none of the other things will work out very well.
It's
Have
the
you met my
keystone.
If you met my little brother, if you get him within 30 feet of a female between the ages of 13 and 60, he will attack them like a rabid dog. He will leap across the dinner table and gobble them up, because he will not learn how to masturbate.
To be fair, his little brother is 5.
Gross.
Ah,
Ugh. What are you even saying? Are you saying his little brother is going through 5-year-old puberty? What are you saying?
hey Mike.
Wait. Come on.
Pass
gonna
me my
watch some-
juice.
I'm gonna watch some Yu-Gi-Oh! You down? You gotta check this Saturday morning lineup. We got Yu-Gi-Oh! We got Phineas and Ferb and SpongeBob. It's fucking sick. It's fucking killer. I spilled Capri Sun on my jams. Fuck. My whole scene is fucked, Mike. Hey, Mom, throw my jams in the dryer. Got Capri on them again. Fuck. This wouldn't be so frustrating if I knew how to jerk it. Fuck this. Fuck everything. I wish I was 3 again. Shit was so easy back then. I think Justin left, so in his absence, I'm going to suggest we make a trip to the Money Zone.
Today we're in the car with the Super Brophy Brothers. It's a web comic. They've got brothers in it. Brothers are involved. Griffin, is that correct?
That's all you really need to know. I mean, if you're listening to the show, you're obviously a connoisseur of sibling-based entertainment. And this is what you're going to get with the Super Brophy Brothers. They're a webcomic. They're also a podcast. So they're trying to step to our game. And all I have to say is, if you step to this face, then you're going to get cut up.
Well, there you go. And you can find it at superbrophybrothers.com. That's Brophy, BROPHY, brothers.com.
Get in on the fucking ground floor of that joint.
By the time you get there, though, they'll probably be all cut because they stepped to our game and tried to cop our swagger.
Sorry about all the blood on your comic that you make. Also up there we got Mark Montalbano. But Addie calls him Man Bear Pig.
Oh,
precious.
That's a strange little pet name.
That is weird. They hooked up in 2007 while they were working at a cool nonprofit together. And then they got married on a mountaintop on the wings of an eagle.
When you say hooked up, you mean met and became acquainted, right? Not like they fucked, because that's way too personal to put.
They became lovers. July 10th, 2010. So they've been married a year yesterday.
and she wants him to know that he is her best friend, and she'll love him till death or zombies.
That's precious. So we love you two, and now Griffin
Take it away.
is going to play a little jingle he wrote for everyone.
Can't get enough of that brotherly love. We are offended, but you should still listen to that other podcast. The Super Brophy Brothers podcast.
Perfect.
Great.
Good.
Now the other one.
Now the other one.
Man, bad pig. It's three things.
I think that's great.
That's it. Just man, bear, pig. He's three things.
I think that's great.
So thank you guys so much for taking us on that journey. If you would like to get on the Jumbotron, on our fancy, new, multi-million-dollar Jumbotron, where do they go, Griffin? What's the address?
It is MaximumFun.org/Jumbotron.
And you can just go there and you know, it's easier than our previous sign-up process. Get in there, get your mention, get your special occasion noted on a Max Fun show. Well, let's be honest, our show. Fuck those other guys. We need your zinni.
We're on that paper chase.
We're on the paper chase, and we need to get paid. Is it okay to take my shoes off at the office? My feet get very warm, and even with powders and potions, I suffer. They are not odorous, just uncomfortable. I think this is reasonable to do under a desk. If Fred maintains, I am a barbarian. Please help, brothers. That's from Gmail. I
Leave.
don't think that's appropriate.
Nope.
I don't think it's ever appropriate, because then people don't even have to really smell anything. If they see you with your shoes off, you're Stinky Dave or whatever, Stinky Dylan.
Yeah. Or Kindergarten Dave. Like, go put your shoes in the cubby hole, you fucking toddler. No, this is a place of business. What if a client comes in?
Hey, listen. We've got a client coming into business today, and you have got to put your shoes on.
He's not going to want to make business with us anymore if he sees you out there with no shoes. I think there's one way you can get away with this, though. 3 words. Well, two words, and they're hyphenated. The first two. There are 2 hyphenated words, so that's one word.
Can I guess what the 3 words are?
You're going to guess them right away. so it won't even be fun. But
Okay,
yeah,
let
go
me
ahead.
try. Imaginary shoe thief.
No.
Uh-huh.
But
No.
good.
No.
Listen to this. You ready for this science? This knowledge? Gold toe socks. They're the They're the business shoes of 2011. It's business cash. Are these gold toe socks? Because you can just let those puppies bark, and then your gold toe socks are even fancier than whatever loafers you wore into the office today.
Can I just say that it took me a second to put together what you were talking about, and for some reason at first I thought you were talking about the socks that are like individual toes.
No.
So like you could wiggle your little toe fingers there, but they were colored gold, and that's what made it okay.
That might be acceptable if you work at some sort of incense boutique. We're talking
Right.
about a real place, a business place where clients come to do business.
If you're working at Stinky Sticks, then that's acceptable.
If you were working at Stink and Smoke, then you can make that work for you. But
I think you're looking for stank and dank.
Stank and Dank. If you're working at Stank and Dank, that's acceptable. Otherwise, go gold toe. If you're because those are the most expensive. That says I'm ready for business. I've made a conscious aesthetic choice with my sockwear.
What about socks that say "I'm ready for business"?
just
That's-
written
those
on
are-
them? You mean?
Yeah, and like one sock says "I'm ready," and the other one says "for business."
You could also just write. You get a marker and write the words Calvin Klein on your regular socks. So then people know, hey, that guy's ready for business. Nice business socks, Dave.
we haven't even considered sock garters. Like we didn't even
yeah.
think about those.
That's a cool look.
That's a business professional casual look.
Yeah.
You got your Birkenstocks and sock garters.
All right,
There's
wait,
a lot
but-
going on down there.
For anyone to appreciate sock garters, he's got to be wearing a shorts or
Mm-hmm.
rolled up khakis.
You know
There it
what?
is.
Let's take it 2 more steps towards business cash, and we'll say
Okay.
jorts.
Okay,
We're saying jorts. We're saying gold toe socks. We're saying sock garters.
is a mesh athletic tee too far?
Sleeves or no sleeves?
No sleeves.
I don't know. I think no sleeves is pushing it.
Okay, sleeves.
You got to get everyone in the office to do it.
Yeah.
Are you a
Oh
boss
man,
of
we didn't even.
anybody?
The more things we add,
Yeah.
the harder it's going to be. Like if you just want to get everybody wearing gold toe socks, no problem. When you throw jorts and sock garters into the mix, you're going to have a hard time getting Debbie and accounting on board with that.
Sure.
Unless you brand them. If you put your company name on the sock garter,
Are you grossed out by my lack
Everyone's
of
gonna wear
shoes?
them.
Good. I've got your attention. Here's the pitch. We put our thing on socks. Jorts.
jorts.
Are you,
know,
saying that this is a company that sells jorts? Because
I
if that's
lost
the
plot.
case, then I think that would be sort of complicit in their company guidelines, is that everyone has to wear their jorts all the time.
I think you could, if your boss tries to hassle you, say, hey, I'm Japanese, you bigot. Or I'm
Hold
half
on.
Japanese. Depending on what you
Ooh.
can pull off. Culturally, yeah,
Justin,
it's your
that
way.
may be, in a weird way, the most racist thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Are you saying that Japanese people only wear jorts?
What did Jorts have to do with this? Why did Jorts figure it at all? To what? Whoa.
Clearly, he was talking about the Asians' love of sock garters.
He doesn't want to wear shoes in the office. So if you're not wearing shoes, then you can tell your
Justin,
boss your family is Japanese.
You can't derail our above ground jorts train and then jump back to a thing we were talking about 10 minutes ago. We were on jorts.
I'm trying to solve the problem. Yeah, but telling him that you're trying to make your boss feel like he's not culturally sensitive is a good way to get him off your back.
I am
about your
so angry at you right now. We were on a jorts tear. We were on a hot jorts streak.
I'm
fucking-
30 years old. I don't know what jorts are. I'm trying
They're
to get
jean
back to something
shorts,
I
you dumb dick.
I don't understand what
Use
this-
your context clues. It's shorts that starts with J. What else starts with J? Jorts. You fucking
Forgive me for
racist.
thinking that you would in some way be talking about the goddamn question at hand.
Japanese shorts.
What is
This is going
Those
to be
are-
the question that breaks our show up. Because you don't know what jorts are. And you think only Japanese people wear them.
That's really nice. That's a really nice shorts. Yeah, they got a cell phone in them. I got them in Japan. These shorts are a cell phone.
They're also made of denim. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
I see you eyeing my garters, sir. Respect my proud heritage.
Eyes above the waist,
If you
please.
don't wear pants, no one's going to notice that you're not wearing shoes.
Just go naked, waist down, and be like, "Oh,
This is how
forgot."
all our questions end. Have you guys noticed that?
What?
We go
They
from
all
like,
end what?
I have a small problem, and we go from small solution to just get your whole dick out, and we're nothing but sock garters.
I think our strategy is sort of create a bigger problem that eclipses the smaller problem.
Sure. It's like when you have a bug bite, and then your dad breaks your arm so that you don't like pay attention to the bug bite anymore.
Exactly. It's one strategy. You're not going to see Abby trying that one. She's going to attack the problem head on. We're going to sneak up behind it and slit its throat. That's our style. That's our way.
I think our shit is pretty practical. I think that
Yeah.
you roll up into your office wearing sock garters and gold toe socks and jorts, and maybe long underpants under the jorts. That everything's just going to be 100% copacetic.
I am a guy in his early 20s, and I recently started using online dating. Within a week, I've scheduled 3 dates over the weekend with 3 seemingly very nice ladies. I've never been in this situation before, and I'm unsure if this is impolite. I haven't mentioned this to any of the girls I've gone on first dates with, and if I go on a 3rd date with any of them, I'll turn down the others. Oh. Is there a proper etiquette for this situation? This is from Courteous in Colorado.
Look, you're playing a dangerous game, my friend. You've got hoes in different web addresses, and it's this house of cards that you've built is gonna collapse right on your head, and it's not gonna hurt very much because it's made of cards, but it's gonna hurt them.
I think this is one of those things. Like, if you imagine that, okay, say that this turns into one of these women is the one, and you guys are together forever and get married and stuff. So the story you're going to tell is you were dating 3 girls at the same time and decided on
That's
this
kind of
one
nice,
forever.
right?
I had my choice of 3, and I went.
I had a
with
golden
option B.
corral of ladies, and I went with the steak.
I think this is okay because statistically speaking, one's a guy. Like, one's a guy.
Yeah,
So-
one out of three.
okay.
1 out of 3 women is a guy. That's stats, basic stats.
One is a guy pretending to be a girl on online dating because that's how he likes to get his jerk cookies.
Exactly.
One is a horse
say.
pretending to be a human. So
Right.
good luck spotting her.
And one is a woman pretending to be a horse, pretending to be a guy, pretending to be a woman.
So good luck.
You cut through those layers enough, you're going to get something real nice. Basically, a small 3-foot tall woman operating a horse in a woman's suit with like mechanics and stuff. It's going to look like a scene out of The Wizard of Oz, but a really bad Wizard of Oz. A really upsetting Wizard of Oz. You're not doing anything wrong. It's casual. Casual doesn't get much more casual than first dates. I do like that you've left that second date window just to see what happens. Like he's not going to tell him on the first date, and he will tell him on the 3rd date. But on the 2nd date, I don't know.
He's not going to tell them that they're on a secret version of The Bachelor.
I'm playing Covert Bachelor with you.
It's The Bachelor meets Candid Camera, and it sucks. It's the suckiest show. And everybody just gets their feelings hurt.
Victoria, I'm sorry that you have to leave the show. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Excuse me? What do you... I'm on a what now?
You just picked up a rose, and then you set it back down on the table without giving it to me, and I have no idea what's going on. I'm so confused. And who are those 2 other women? One of them looks ponyish.
One of them is my 4th grade gym teacher, Mr. Perkins. So I
We got
I think
Mr.
you've done
Perkins, and
bad job.
we've got a dog in a sundress. So I don't know what you're doing anymore. This is the best date I've ever been on.
Yes,
I'm glad we're at the mall. Can we go see Zookeeper and maybe get a pretzel?
from Kanye. Griffin, gimme.
Another Yahoo?
Yeah, I think so.
This one was sent in by Lisa Holofield. Thank you, Lisa. It's by Yahoo Answers user Emily W., who asks, "Big tough dog names, please? I will be getting a big dog soon, and I need a tough, sexy, hot name to go with it. Haha. Male and female names are okay. Please no Fluffy or Mr. Snuggles. It won't be amusing no matter how funny you think it might be. I won't care, so really. Some tough names for a tough dog, smiley face, thanks." She needs a tough, sexy, hot name for her tough, sexy, hot male or female dog.
Vin Diesel the dog.
See, gee, my mind went to the very same place, Travis.
Really?
I swear to God, I was going to say Diesel.
What about Condoleezza Rice the dog? Because she didn't take any guff from anybody.
Oh,
Ooh.
she will bite you clean through your neck.
Are there some suggestions? Did people have any good guesses?
Ichabod. No.
No.
What?
Pirate. Fuck
No.
you. Zeus. Zeus is alright.
Zeus is pretty good.
Buddy. What do you even say? That's not...
That's like the opposite.
Blaze.
Ice. Laser.
It's my dog Turbo. He loves to get a metal ball and roll around.
I think we could come up with 100 tough sounding dude names. What I think is really going to be tricky is coming up with a tough, sexy, hot female dog name.
Holly Hunter.
Because I see a female dog and I think
Ooh.
Daisy or something delicate. I don't think Laser or something like that.
What about Kathleen Turner? She exudes strength. But still has that femininity.
How about Kathy Bates?
Kathy Bates. Maybe not as much with the sexy, but definitely tough. Tough cookie.
Bite your tongue, sir.
Have you
it's like-
seen Harry's Law?
It's it's like you haven't even seen Misery. That shit is a femme dahmer's wet dream.
Gross.
I am creeped out.
Snap
That is
these ankles, Kathy Bates. I have been a dirty birdie.
Sure, I'll write a story. I'll write a story about how rock hard I am right now. It's going to take a full book to express how
You can
aroused
hobble
I
my
am.
legs, but you can't hobble this boner.
I think that of those dog names, I feel like the best one is Snoopy. Now, hear me out.
Okay.
It exudes strength because of the longevity.
Yeah.
And if you want a dog to outlast you, that's what Snoopy did. He outlived his creator. That's strong. That's strength, right? And Snoopy, no one knows if Snoopy's a male dog or a female dog.
Well, I would say that if it's female, you can go with Snooky,
Okay.
Sexy,
which, as everyone
powerful.
knows, is the female version of Snoopy.
There's a whole world of reality television that we could dive into.
Sure.
Like
Oh, male or female, the situation.
This
Okay.
is my dog. This is my dog, Cake Boss.
this is my dog Countess Luann de Lesseps. It's from Real Housewives
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, tell me more.
of New York City.
This is my dog, 18 kids and counting.
Now you're just saying things now.
Yeah.
It's my dog, the Duggars. This is my dog, 19 bites and counting, because they'll bite you all the
This
time.
is my dog, the bounty hunter.
Oh God. I want to hear Griffin's last question, but for super quick housekeeping stuff, mbmbam.com is our website. MaxFunStore.com is our new T-shirt that you can buy. I know some sizes are sold out right now. But our friends at Topataco have told us that
What?
they are Topataco, Topataco. There it is.
Poo-poo taco.
Topataco, right? That's right.
Simpatico.
Yeah.
Simpatico.
Inception.
Our friends at Inception have told us that they will get it in super quickly. Topatoco. There we go. They will replace the size.
Topo Gigio.
Topo Gigio.
Topo Gigio has the softest shirts.
Pope John Paul.
So men large and medium and women's large are women's medium are out. But and
Tupac
a lot of-
Oprah.
Tupac Takoro. So be sure to get
Taqueria.
My neighbor
website-
Totoro.
Our email address is mbmbam@maximumfun.org. We have a phone number that I think Griffin might listen to sometimes.
203 Mabim Bam 1. Give it a ring.
I think formspring.me/mbmbam is another method where we get questions. And Twitter, thank you so much for for talking about our show there. Use the MBMBM hashtag, like our good friend Church's wife. She's out there constantly spreading the word. Stacy Mom, Krista Whalen, Skyliner 12, everybody.
You're all awesome.
That Sports Babe, Canyon Christ. People are spreading the word. And right now, we have got Be Frank is making, that's Bridget to her friends. She's stitching something MBMBM related. I can't wait to see that. If you don't care to this week, could you tell a friend about our show? You can point them to bit.ly/itsmbimbam. That's our sampler there. Or just send them to the website. Burn them a CD of some shows if they're not into like iTunes and the whole bit. If you are, subscribe and give us a review.
I'm going to take a much more aggressive. I'm going to take a much more aggressive approach and say that if our listenership does not double by this time next week, we quit forever.
No, he doesn't mean that.
Quit
we'll never
forever
quit.
The show.
We'll never quit doing the show. We might miss it.
We'll never die.
We'll never die. I promise. And thank you guys as always for all your support. Remember MaximumFun.org/Jumbotron. You can get up in there. And I think that's everything.
Our final question of the day was sent in by Rachel Rosales. Thank you, Rachel. It's by Yahoo Answers user Handy Leatherette, who asks, "Hey, what's the best kind of pube comb to use?"
I'm Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
This has been my brother, and me. Kiss your dad square on the lips.
Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Hey, keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Man, these girls are smart, 3 stacks. These girls are smart. Play your part.